Greetings, fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Peter, Universal Head here, and behind the camera is Will.
Hello.
Hi, Will. We're going to play Necromunda Underhive. Yes, folks, it's the new version of Necromunda. Those of you who have watched this channel before may know that Necromunda is one of our favourite games. And it's very strange seeing the new kid on the block here, especially since it's been broken into a 2D version like this. And then, if you spend some extra money, you get another book. Where is the book? I've lost the book. You get this book, Gang War, which I've also already expatiated on the outrageous cost of this very slim volume. We won't get into that territory again. But this gives you 3D rules and campaign rules to expand your games. But we don't need this one now. We're just using the 2D rules. And Will is playing the Goliath gang.
And here they are in all their brutal glory and, well, they can only see the back of them at the moment, but here are the cards. And Peter had the ingenious idea of taking a picture of the back of the rulebook, or the front of the rulebook, which had all the figures illustrated, printing it out and chopping them up so that I could identify which card belonged to which model, which makes things a lot easier.
And I'm playing the Escher gang because I'm fast and svelte, and whereas Will is more like the brutish Goliath.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It wasn't meant as one, but you do
sure
that.
It wasn't.
And we're setting up Tunnel Skirmish, which is, we're using the advanced rules, but it is the first of the advanced rules scenarios. It's the most straightforward. It's just about getting in there and killing the other guy, or woman in this case.
Yes, well, it's Necromunda all over, really, isn't it?
Right, we've already rolled off. Will has chosen that side. I've chosen this side. We're ready to rock. We've got our tactics cards. We get 2 of these during the game. We're going to play them one off during the game to give us extra stuff. And I think it's time to kill each other.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
So here's Will. He won the priority roll and he's moving his first character. And he's destroying the terrain.
And I'm going to do a simple move followed by another simple move, which are both moves. So I'm going to move 4 inches.
Move
to here, and then another 4 inches up behind that door.
Right. Oh dear, I can see a whole lot of terrain kicking over happening.
Yes, and now in very Necromunda fashion, we're alternating turns.
I
actually call it
Necromunda, but most people online seem to call it Necromunda.
Necromunda.
But I thought Munda because Mundo, Spanish for world.
Yes.
Yeah, Munda, Necromunda. I don't know, I'm sticking to it. I like it.
It's your turn.
It is indeed. Yes, it's
Get used to it. It's alternating.
It is alternating activations. What's going on over there at Games Workshop? So I must point out before Will does anything, I played the Scrag card, which means that his enemy fight or his fighters have to make a nerve test if they're within 9 inches rather than 3 inches. So if one of his guys goes down and the guys have to make a nerve test around them, they can be within 9 instead of 3 inches, which is going to be horrible.
So the net effect of this is that my team just really does not want to stick together and see each other die. They've got to be solo lone wolves.
We also pointed out that it's very good to see that Games Workshop are introducing a bit of diversity into their games by having a female team, even though the original Necromunda game had a female team. Though it is slightly unusual that all of the Escher women in the team have bare midriffs exposed to all kinds of damage, whereas the Goliath guys are all meaty and armoured up.
Full plate armour.
Yeah. I mean, you could have had a few women in the team perhaps thinking, let's have a bit of armour, instead of just saying, here, hit my midriff and slice me open.
Yes, maybe the head-to-toe armour, for example.
But no, that would make them look less sexy. So we can't have that, can we?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh,
Some things die hard.
Yep, slow steps, slow steps. Come on, Games Workshop, you can do it.
Right, now speaking of slow steps, this guy's going to take one here. It's a simple move, and then he's going to open the door, which is another operate door. That's another simple move. In fact, no, he's within an inch of it, so he can just operate it.
All right. Oh, look.
Peter is doing a double activation over here, and we've discovered that he can go 15 inches by doing this.
Yeah, strangely enough, the woman with the chem thrower, which looks like a very heavy weapon, can sprint. So if she does 2 moves, her second move is doubled. So that's a total of 15 inches. And she can do an activation of up to 1 character within 4 inches. So this one will activate as well. But first, she will move 15, which I take me right up there behind cover.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, with a chem thrower poking through the door.
No, you're very fast.
Yep. That's because we don't have anything.
You're not wearing any armour, that's right.
There's nothing around our midriffs to stop us.
So it's easy to be fast when you're just wearing a steel bikini.
Yeah. Right, Will has done a leader activation. He's moved his leader over here. And where the other two guys go?
Up here and up here. They do double moves.
Everyone's lurking behind doors, ready for a rush, aren't they?
Yes.
They're going to come out the doors and just surprise me. And what's going to happen is they're going to land right in the middle of this template from my chem thrower.
Oh,
and isn't it great to see the flamer template back again?
Yes, haven't used one of these for quite a few years. There's nothing quite like that sensation of going. As long as you're not on the receiving end, which I'm going to be.
It's going to be great. And this time it won't be flames, it'll just be chemicals. Right, so I've activated my leader, Jelena. And we've also got another one there with her. And they've come up, open this door, zip through there. And that one there is one for the ammo.
So the last figure is going to come up to here.
So it's starting to look like a gunfight in the B48 corridor.
Okay, it's a new turn. I think you're all done, aren't you?
I'm all done.
Who's that person?
Oh.
Not even deployed.
It's not even deployed. What happened? That's outrageous.
That's just...
We were so busy setting up the game, I forgot to deploy someone. Well, let's just put her here, shall we?
Put her there and that's her go.
And she can have a go. All right, problem solved. She's zipped up to join the leader. It's time for turn 2.
Yep, let's roll.
1 to 6, that's mine.
Okay. Peter has decided to throw a gas grenade.
And she has a strength of 3, and it can go strength times 3, which is 9.
Nice.
So,
Pop.
yeah. I presume I can chuck it over this thing.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well, actually, they block line of sight, but anyway, it doesn't matter if it goes there. It's still...
Studying the rules. It's everyone's favourite moment.
It's funny, you sit down, you read all the rules, and you get to know it and everything, and then you actually start playing, and it all goes straight out of your head.
Yeah.
You've got to start looking it all up again.
That's when you need an Esoteric Order of Gamers reference sheet. You'll notice, watchers, that we haven't got one of those yet because this is a brand new game.
But we are using some excellent sheets which were done by Rodney Smith of Watch It Played, the fantastic video channel, and he sent me this stuff to help me out.
What a kind gentleman.
To do a summary. He's an excellent fellow. We're just using those because I haven't done my own summary yet. So, 4 plus.
Can he do it?
4 plus.
After all that.
Right, so she just threw a gas grenade, and it's just like a shooting shot. There was a -2 to attack because he's fully behind cover, but I rolled a 1 and it was a miss. And with grenades, you always have to make an ammo roll, but I made the check, so I don't run out of grenades.
There you go.
Okay, well.
He is doing a simple action to open the door.
Oh, you're doing a combined activation here.
I'm doing a combined activation, yes.
Yeah.
This is my leader. He's activating all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a simple action to open that. And then he's got... Can he do? He could move. He can't shoot, can he? Because he's got a heavy gun, which takes a double action to fire.
It's unwieldy, so it's
Unwieldy.
2 actions to fire.
Okay.
I should just point out at this juncture that this isn't my final paint job on these figures. I've just done the base colours and some washes because I had to do them in just a couple of nights in time for Will's arrival. So very, very quick paint job, and later on I'll be doing highlights and details.
Okay, so he's going to just step into here so he's in partial cover from people coming that way. Which is probably really stupid, but what the hell. And now this guy is charging.
Oh, charge! So it's a double move plus D3.
Yes.
I think even just a double move is going to do it, isn't it?
I think I'll get there, yes.
Because you've got a move of 4.
Alright.
Yep.
So he's Nox the Ripper. He's got a Spud Jacker and a Brute Cleaver.
Oof. So Will has decided to go for my
Tumala the Champion.
Tamala, yes, she's got a chem thrower, so he's trying to take her out. Because he charged, he gets 1 dice. Because you've got 2 weapons, you get an extra dice.
Yep.
So you've assigned 2 dice to the
Spud Jacker. No, the Brute Cleaver, which is disarm as a trait.
But this is for the Spud Jacker.
Here we go for the Spud Jacker.
What do you need?
4 plus. 2.
It's a 2. Dismiss. Woohoo!
And the Brute Cleaver.
2 dice.
2 dice. That's a hit.
5 and a 3. That's 1 hit.
1 hit.
So you've got a strength of what?
5.
Right. Strength and toughness. My toughness is 3, so you're not double my toughness, but you're greater than, so you need 3+ to wound.
Plus.
This was the great leap forward in Games Workshop game design.
Yes! 5.
Well, I was expounding. The great leap forward in Games Workshop design is when they got rid of the strength versus toughness table and changed it to just a different rate for whether you're higher or double, which is actually something...
It's the first time I've encountered it.
Yeah, well, it's in the new Warhammer 40,000 and all the other ones. But it is, for you history buffs out there, it first made an appearance in Blood Bowl, you might remember.
Good God, that's going back a while.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit.
So you did.
So now I roll to damage you.
Now I get to make a save roll if I've got armour. And I do, I've got flak armour. So I get a 6+ save. Here we go. 3, that is not going to do it.
That brute cleaver goes chonk through the armour.
My wounds are 2, so you just did one wound to me.
And you get knocked back.
Oh, you don't actually roll wound die until I get down to 0.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So I get one of these little counters over here
Back.
and put that on Tamala.
If the unmodified hit roll for this weapon is equal to or higher than the target's strength, you're immediately moved 1 inch directly away from the attacker. But you can't because there's a wall behind you. If you can't legally make this full movement, they go as far as possible and damage is increased by 1.
Oh no!
That's damage 2.
Actually,
I think you just mentioned you had 2 wounds, didn't you?
I did. Oh no, you pushed me back into the wall.
No, I haven't pushed you back into the wall. I've come up with the brute cleaver and gone chonk and pinned you to the wall through your breastplate.
Oh. Probably through my unprotected midriff.
Yeah. Yes. Chonk.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That's gonna hurt.
So, I've got to make an injury roll by rolling a number of injury dice equal to the attacking weapon's damage characteristic.
Damage D is 1.
Oh, that's a broken bone symbol.
bone.
That can't be good.
In this case, it's a spine, but we won't worry too much about that.
I suffer a serious injury and is laid face down. Perform a nerve test. Oh no! I didn't even get a chance to shoot my chem thrower. This just sucks.
I went for her. She was the dangerous one.
This is terrible. Yeah, nerve test. I cannot make attacks until they recover during an end phase. It's always good to recover from a spinal injury during...
Yes, that's just a flesh wound.
Oh, hold on. If the injury was caused in close combat and not engaged with any other fighters, they may make a free coup de grace.
It's one of the things about games like Necromunda that I really do enjoy is the cinematic aspect of it. And if you visualise this from their position, they've just come racing in here, got into this neat bit of cover, and they're standing there looking through the holes, and this door goes... This fella comes out, just basically ignores them totally, and then this lunatic wielding a cleaver in one hand and what looks like a giant Stilson wrench in the other one comes charging up, and with the cleaver in one hand goes ha cha, pinning it to the wall, and then ha paw with the giant Stilson wrench, delivering the coup de grace. And this one's just standing there going, "What the? Can we just happened? Can we talk about this?" That was excellent. I really enjoyed that.
So I need 8+ to save.
So as a result of having seen her colleague and who is that, a champion? Oh yes, her champion, Tumala, ruthlessly hacked down and bludgeoned to death against the wall right next to her, she's got to make a cool test.
Yeah, she took a lot longer to paint than she did to last.
So 3 hours to paint, 30 seconds to survive.
Raina here has got a cool of 8. She was within 3 inches of this horrific carnage, and therefore has to test to see if she loses her nerve. She needs an 8+ to pass.
8+? Oh, devastating
She just stands there and goes...
Yes, seen it all before.
And that's exactly what she's going to do. But
oh, what a surprise.
she's going to fight back. Oh, you've got another guy to go.
Yes, I haven't finished my combined activation yet.
That's in fact your leader.
Yes, he is. Take me to your leader.
Okay, Raina has decided that discretion is the better part of valour, and since she wasn't engaged with the horror that just took place to poor old Tamala, she has turned tail and run like hell.
Yep, scarpering.
Yeah, she's scarped up here, but she has turned around to face them as they come around the corner, but, yep, probably a good idea to get the hell out of there, really. Look, I hate to bash Games Workshop. Actually, no, I love it. No, but this annoying. Look, they've printed this legal information on every board.
It's a right business
in the black
number
area.
and address.
Oh, it's some kind of order number, it's some lawyer's garbage. That's on every board. It really takes you out of the moment a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel I'm in the Underhive experiencing brutal gang warfare in the 41st millennium, and then suddenly, it's ABN, or whatever it is, UKBN 992605990002, Games Workshop, NG72WS UK. Words spoken by Will Buff.
Stupid. I think I'm beginning to discover that Goliath are really horrible in close combat.
They're nasty.
And you have to say the clues were on the models.
Particularly this one. This fellow, what's his name? Splitter Korg. That weapon he's carrying is called a renderizer. Seems to have some sort of rotary teeth arrangement on the end of it.
Yes, with of course a skull motif.
Yeah, well, of course. And it's got attributes such as melee, pulverize, and unwieldy. And we're about to find out what they do. And he's also fearsome, which doesn't really help because that means you can't charge him without doing a cool check. So he's charged, so he gets an extra die.
Can I just point out how stupid I was to run up the flank here and just sort of get within anywhere of these things? Because I've really got to stay away from them and shoot.
Yes, you want to get in cover and shoot me.
Here I am in the space of the second turn, got into 2 close combats, which are probably going to kill both of my...
Let's hope so.
So
here we go. Got 1 for the weapon and 1 for the charge, and my weapon skill is 3+, so I need a 3+.
Alrighty.
Thank God.
1 hit.
1 hit. So that's the hit damage is strength +2. My strength is 4, so that's 6.
Yes.
Your
Toughness is 3, so that's double, so you need a 2+ to wound.
2+ to wound.
Come on, give me a 1.
No, it's a wound.
Curses.
And now
I've got a flak armor of 6+, but you've got a -1.
piercing -1, so you can't save, basically.
No. Unless, however, I think you can actually roll...
If you roll a natural 6, you might be able to do it.
I think there is a rule for that, but let's just see if I get a natural 6. No, I don't, so forget it.
Now it's damage D2. And I've got pulverize, which means after you make an injury roll, I can roll a D6 and upgrade it. If my result is equal to or higher than the toughness.
Well, I've only got 1 wound.
Ah, okay.
So I guess...
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to roll a I'm dead dice.
It's an injury roll, I believe, is it?
Yep. It's a very visceral icon, that.
Yes, it is that. It is somewhat. Okay, so you're...
I've got a serious action, serious injuries. I'm down.
Because it's a melee combat, I can automatically deliver a coup de grace.
Oh, God. Oh, no. That's 2. I'm being absolutely, pulverized.
With chainsaw bits of blood and floor flying.
You'd make a good Goliath, really. Put a metal mohawk on you and dress you up in a sort of red and steel outfit.
Red and black steel bondage outfit with a huge rotating chainsaw.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
Be still my beating heart.
It's every woman's fantasy, let's face it.
Oh dear. Right, can I please kill something? I think it's time I killed something.
Well, have a turn. Think about it this time, maybe.
What?
Focus less on rules, and I've got to admit, Peter is doing most of the rule wrangling here.
Yeah, rule wrangling, filming, it's very tricky. It's hard to think about the game.
Think about the game, but it's time for you to think about the game.
Okay, so my leader has moved past this barricade, which costs 2 inches to cross. She's just on the other side, and now she's got a clear shot at your dude with the rivet gun or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yep, and it's
Grendel,
time for my
champion,
leader to start laying out some damage. She's using a combi bolter. She's using the bolt gun option. She's at short range, so she gets +1 to hit. She normally has a 3+ to hit, so it's 2+ to hit. It's also rapid fire, so I get to roll 1 ammo dice as well. And if I roll multiple bullet holes on this, I can do multiple hits.
Excellent.
So he's hoping for a 3. Here we
He's
go.
hoping for an ammo indicator.
I've got a hit as well, but that's 2
got a
hit.
Oh,
That's a hit. So that's 2 hits, boys and girls.
2 hits.
That is fantastic. And that has a damage of 2. Ouch.
Oh.
First I've got to see if I wound. So the strength is 4. What's your toughness?
Toughness is 4.
So that's equal. I need a 4+. Ouch. 4+.
You got 1.
That's 1 hit. Now you get an armor save, and it's got a -1 armor.
Okay, but I've got furnace plates, which means 5+ from the front.
So you need a 6.
So I need a 6. Oh, you 6s.
Miss. Yes, that is excellent. I just did 1 hit. It does 2 damage. What's your wounds? 2.
2.
Fantastic.
Damn it.
Roll that dice. There it is. Get a broken bone. Yes! Unfortunately, however, I can't perform a coup de grace because I'm nowhere near you.
No, but that means So I'm seriously injured.
Yeah, you can just crawl and stuff until you can try and save yourself. I've also got scrag, so everyone within 9 inches has got to make a nerve test.
Bloody hell.
It's all very disturbing. So your leader and he, they both have to make tests.
How do I do that?
Cool. It's cool on 2 dice.
Okay, so 2 dice.
Yep.
Alright, so knocks the
Leadership,
Ripper.
cool, willpower, intelligence are all 2 die rolls.
So I've got to get... He's got a willpower of 9.
Yep, so he has to get 9 or above to save.
Does being near the leader modify that at all?
It probably does.
He said, desperately scrabbling about for something to
Anything.
give him a vague chance of survival.
Gain +1 for each active friendly fighter within 3 inches.
Okay, so he's within 3 inches, so that means I've got to get an 8+.
Is this your leader or the other guy?
This is Nox the Ripper.
Alright. And he fails.
7.
So you're no longer active.
So what does he do?
He breaks, so you need a broken marker.
Okay, I've got a broken marker right here.
There we go.
The leader, he's got a cool of 4+, so that's 3+.
That's very different, isn't it? Oh no, he rolls a 3. He made it.
Yeah, he made it. He got a 3.
Oh, what'd you need?
I needed a 4, but because there's a guy within 3 inches...
Yeah, but he's broken.
What? That does... What? Let's just check that.
Rules check. So that does count, that modifier, so your leader is not broken. This fellow's not in line of sight. He doesn't know what's going on. He's behind a door there, so that's not a problem. He can't hear. All he can hear is...
Just make a note just if they are within line of sight.
Yeah, he just hears gunfire from behind the door. That's all.
Horrible screaming.
And horrible screaming. But he hears that all the time. He's grown up in the Underhive.
Yes.
It's just normal. It's like, a mother cooing him to sleep.
Oh, God. Okay, so now it's my turn, I believe. Is that
It
correct?
is.
Have you finished?
I have finished.
Right, then this guy is going to activate.
Yeah.
And he's going to go simple action, open the door.
Hello, Johnny.
And then he's going to unload at you with his stub cannon.
Oh, I've got to say, that was nicely done. Right there. I just walked right out into that, didn't I?
It's just 9 inches, so it's short range. Stub cannon. It's got a strength of 5.
Any special modifier thingies?
No, it's got knockback. Oh, that's going to hurt. So it's basically a shotgun. And here it comes. 1 shot, and he's got a weapon skill of 4.
Miss.
Yeah, and it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yes, it's a hit. So that's, for years and years and years we've been playing this game and various other games, Games Workshop games, and I still have not absorbed the sequence of firing.
That's quite astonishing because it's not really that
No,
complicated.
but it's one of those, it's a pathological mind block in my head. I can't do it. What do you do after you hit? You roll 2 wound. And how do I do that? It's strength
versus
toughness. Okay, what's your toughness?
Toughness of my leader is 3.
Okay, my strength is 5, so it's greater than but not double, so it's a 3+.
That's correct.
Oh, I'm getting it now.
Unbelievable.
And it's a miss.
It's a miss. Look at that. It's a 2. Yay.
Well, it's a hit, but...
No, it doesn't wound. It bounces off my iron midriff.
What's your strength?
My strength is 3. Why is that relevant?
Damn, because if it's got knockback, if the unmodified hit roll... the hit roll was 5, I believe. Is equal to or higher than your strength, you're immediately moved 1 inch directly away from the attacker, which would be into that wall.
Are you kidding me? So even if you don't actually wound me,
You
push
get
me
knocked back by the blast of the shotgun. You go back as far as possible and damage is increased by 1. So you take 1 damage.
Hold on, damage is increased by 1.
From 0 to 1.
Yeah, you're saying the damage of an actual wound. Rules check! Okay, we've decided, we're not 100% sure, we've decided that even though the gun didn't make any damage, the knockback effect still threw it back into the door, which does 1 damage. So my leader has taken 1 damage.
Yes, excellent. And now it's your turn.
Yay. So Marika, my champion, has just moved up here, slightly behind the barricade, and is shooting at your guy here. I'm using a plasma pistol on low power. That gives me...
Why are you using low power there, Peter?
Because if I use high power, there's a chance it goes unstable and kills me.
We all want to see it. Come on, you know we want to.
I would, but it wouldn't make any great difference because it would do 3 wounds instead of 2. 2 would be enough to take you out anyway.
So it would be overkill then.
Yeah.
You're taking into account the partial
Actually, I shouldn't go
cover?
like this because there's no recoil on a laser pistol, is there? It wouldn't go.
I don't know. I've never fired a laser pistol.
Well, I presume it'd just go.
Who knows? Maybe when they invent one, we'll find out.
Yeah.
So have you taken into account the partial cover?
I minus. Yeah, I got.
You got a 1 anyway. Oh, God, it's also academic.
Right, so this guy's just moved behind cover and he's firing my leader. And the annoying thing is that your weapon has knockback again. So if you hit me, I'm going to get forced back against the barricade, which is really annoying.
Here it comes, 4+. No.
Yes, it's a miss. Hurrah!
That's really annoying.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I've got to get away from that barricade.
How about if the unmodified hit roll for this weapon is equal to or higher than your target's strength? What's your strength?
3.
Equal to or higher,
Oh, no.
you're immediately moved 1 inch directly away from the attacker.
What? No, that's ridiculous. You can't miss and then...
It just says if the unmodified hit roll, which is a 3,
Yeah.
is equal to or higher than the target's strength, which is a 3, they are immediately moved 1 inch directly away from the attacker.
No, that's just ridiculous.
I agree.
I can understand if you don't wound that you still hit and did that, but if you don't actually even hit, I think, yeah, we'll check that later, but I'm house ruling. There's no freaking way.
Your house ruling.
Yeah, there's no...
Your house ruling.
Yeah.
Excellent. And when I come up with something, it's an interpretation or an inveigling. But no, when you do, it's a house ruling.
I've never accused you of inveigling. Ever.
I'm prepared to agree with you on this occasion, although that's what the rules actually say.
Yeah, I'll have to test that because
Unmodified hit roll.
It's
equal to or
extremely
higher than target strength.
it is extremely unclear, and in fact the rules are really poorly written, I have to say. There's a lot of...
There is a presumption that you would have hit.
Rules check!
When do you need to do an ammo check?
When you shoot, you're supposed to roll an ammo die with it to see if you're running out of ammo.
Every single time?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll start doing that now after this round.
Okay. All right, next round we'll start doing ammo checks.
That's right, so she's
Whoops.
shooting a las pistol at him.
Here we go, we need a 3+.
That's a hit.
5, that's fantastic. That's so satisfying when you hit.
Yes, it is. You want his toughness, don't you?
I do.
It's 4.
My strength is 3, so that's less than. Oh, last pistol's pretty crap. I need a 5+ to wound. This is not good.
Come on, you can do it. And a 1. Oh my God, your rolling is as bad as your tactics.
1 always fails, 6 always hits. That's not good at all. Okay, we're just doing the end phase now, and I just failed my bottle test, so we'll see what happens.
It's going to be a lot of dice rolling as a result of that.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. You've got one seriously injured dude here, so you're rolling the dice, and know that you have to roll an injury die, not a normal die.
Injury die. That's a serious injury.
That's a serious injury, so that means you're still seriously injured, I guess.
I guess so.
Yep, that's true.
So all he can do is crawl.
One other friendly active fighter within 1 inch
Oh,
can
yes.
assist.
Yes, he can
Which
assist.
means allows you to roll 2
Two
dice and
dice.
pick the result you want. That's his buddy going, John, are you all right? Oh, another serious injury.
I broke your other leg. Sorry, John.
Yes. No, don't! You're stepping on my foot. That's not good. Now it's rally test for broken fighters. Do I have a broken fighter anyway?
I do.
Is he broken?
Yeah,
he
he's
is
a
too.
broken guy.
Excellent. Cool check. Adding
Cool check.
+1 if there are 1 or more active friendly models within 3 inch that isn't.
No. So he's got a willpower of 9, and it's 9+. That's not very good willpower.
No, it's not, isn't it?
They're all pretty crap except for the leader.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. It's cool.
It's cool.
Oh, God, I rolled on willpower last time.
Oh, Will.
Fool!
You know why? You just thought, willpower, that's me. I should roll that.
Should be good. Yeah.
Power of
9+.
me.
How can I do it? So, 5 play. He should never have broken. Yeah, he passes, no problem. He should be back here, where he was.
Oh, well, these things happen. Here we are, fumbling about as ever. It's only our first game.
That's right. It's looking good, though.
It is looking good, isn't it?
It is looking good. Now, what else do we have to do in this phase? Let's get through this boring end phase part.
No, it's not that boring. We've done recovery tests.
tests.
My 2 guys are off the field. My
Rally
2
tests.
Rally tests. Rally tests for broken fighters. You just did that. That's the end
Now,
of it.
you failed your bottle test. So what does that mean? At the start of the next turn, you have to do a cool test for everybody in your army.
Yes.
Gang.
Gang. The start of the
Rabble.
action phase. Before picking the first fighter, I make a cool check for each of your active or pinned fighters. If the fighter's broken, perform the check with only 1d6. Each fighter that fails flees, i.e. is removed from the board and is taken out.
And
now, this is good. Can I just point out that the old Necromunda, of course, if you lost a certain number of figures, you rolled a check, and if you failed, you bottled out, bang, end of game. It was always kind of frustrating, because just as you were getting into it and enjoying yourself, you'd lost a couple of figures, you made a bad die roll, end of game. It's really frustrating. They've changed it here, and I think it's really good. You still bottle out. I've done the bottle out test, it's not good, but now I roll cool checks for each one of my figures. If they lose the cool check, they run off the field, and that's the end of them. But it's not like we all just stop playing. But of course, I might lose all of my people, or half of them, or something like that. And I think it's much more realistic and
it is.
better way to end it.
And we've just worked out by scrupulous rule checking that if the leader passes hers first, then everyone else within 12 inches automatically passes theirs.
So obviously I'll do my leader first.
Yeah,
here we go.
here
She's
comes.
got a cool of 6+. So she needs 6+. I really need to make this roll.
You do really need to make this roll. This is fairly...
So I want everyone out there in video land.
Retrospectively.
Yep. I want all of you to go, come on, Peter. 6+. 6+.
Come on, you can do it.
6+. 6+.
And he has...
There you go.
9.
That's the power of bringing people together.
Collective shout.
Positive thinking. So that's good. That means everyone within 12 inches passes. So those two pass. And
That's got
this
to be
one
12
over
inches.
here, is that 12 inches?
Surely that's 12 inches.
Yeah,
that's
it
12
is.
inches.
So yeah, that's great. See, leader passes. Everyone goes, yeah, it's cool. The leader's all right. Everything's
Power of
fine.
leadership.
Gonna run.
Peter is demonstrating all of the attributes that made him such a great sportsman in his youth. He's shooting a man when he's down.
I was never a sportsman in my youth.
That's hence my comment.
I liked independent one-man things like rock climbing and squash. Team
One man
sports?
thing. Squash. Well, yes, I suppose it is.
Yeah. So
Okay,
what
come
happened
on
at the
then.
start is that my leader stood up and got behind the barricade. Your guy here stood up and closed the door. Everyone was going, no, had enough. No. This person behind here, Zoran, has decided to shoot this guy while he's down. We've decided it's -1 cover, but it is just on short range because you can't fire at someone who's pinned at long range.
So have a go.
Well, you can, but you get a -1. So -1, she's got a 4.
It's the generosity of my gaming
yes,
style,
the
which
greatness
is
of
enabling
God.
him to do that.
She's got a 4+ to hit and +1 at short range, so that's 4+ to hit.
Go. And
4!
you hit.
And he hits, that's great.
Hitting a man when he's down.
The strength of the weapon is 3.
My toughness is 4.
Oh, gee, this las pistol is pretty crappy, I've got to say. I need a 5+ to actually wound you.
No!
Oh, Will is firing with his guy way over there
Stub cannon.
at my purple-headed woman here, who is Zoran.
So
And
I
he
hit
just
you.
hit. Yep.
So
My
the
toughness is 3.
weapon strength is 5. 3+. Yes, that's a hit.
Oh, curses, what's the damage?
Damage is 1.
I've got flak armor 6+. Do you have any armor modifiers?
Armor piercing, no.
Okay, give me a 6. No.
Laughable. So you take 1 damage.
What?
And there's knockback.
Oh, knockback. Oh, I really hate knockback. I am sick of knockback.
So you move 1 inch directly away from the attacker.
Oh. Now, I'm going to play my other card, which is... Click.
Oh.
Play this card after an enemy fighter completes an attack with a ranged weapon. Actually, you didn't roll ammo dice, so I might not play this card.
Yeah, we've forgotten the ammo dice all the way through this
We
game.
have, but we've remembered now.
Which is the ammo dice? This one?
Yes.
Right.
Right, so click. The weapon immediately runs out of ammo as if it had failed an ammo check. Okay, so
run out of ammunition.
unfortunately that gun has run out of
How
ammunition.
do I mark that?
Oh, there's a counter here that says out of ammo. There it is.
Okay, excellent. I'll put that with him. That's really good because that's the only weapon he's got.
That's
So
fantastic.
He's useless.
It's out of ammo until it's reloaded. You can actually
I can reload.
yes.
Right. Okay, so he fired, he hit, and he did a damage. Have you marked the damage?
No.
No, I just forgot that.
Yeah, conveniently.
Conveniently.
Right, it's definitely a bit of a firefight going on between these two here. And Marika here has got a plasma pistol and she's decided she's going to go for it. She's going to fire her weapon on maximal power, which is a little bit dangerous because it's unstable. It may blow up on her hand and kill her.
Let's hope for that.
Kill them. Take the dice. It's at long range, so there's no range modifiers. She needs a 3+. But you're behind.
I'm behind cover, full cover.
So she needs a 5+. Oh, it's starting to speed up now. We're starting to understand the rules. Even though it can...
You should have kept that. That was a 6. I'll let you keep that out of the goodness of my heart.
Sure, really?
Yes, yes.
Oh, playing with a guy like Will. It's great. Thank you.
You need it. God help you. Look at you.
I know. It's
you lost two injured. You're in a tactically deniable situation.
Thank you. That's
because
a
you're
strength,
surrounded.
That's a strength 7 hit. Oh, I've got to roll an ammo roll. This is where...
yes, we've been forgetting that all through the game. Oh, yes.
I was about to say, we've been playing Necromunda for years. You'd think these rules would just be so easy.
Well, think how much harder it could be. Yeah! Oh, it was unstable and it's blown up.
Yep, that means I've got to make an ammo check. That's got an ammo check of 5+. So I need 5 or a 6, otherwise it's going to blow up and kill me.
Right. Go you ones.
It's a dangerous weapon, isn't it?
It is, well, yeah. All weapons are dangerous, as we know.
Here we go.
Oh, she's wound it up to full power. That's why her hair is green. Gone, baby, gone. Your love is gone.
I think it's time for me to just say it's all over, right?
Oh, that was hilarious.
What a disastrous first game.
So, shall I tell you what I was going to do next? Because
we can keep going.
It's so much fun.
I'm not dead yet. I've got 3 people left.
You're not dead yet.
I could come back from this.
Let's remember that in 5 minutes' time. Okay, after a very brief rule check, we realised that we need to make one more roll.
Yes.
Who'd have thought yet another roll?
Another roll.
So the gun is out of ammunition. It's unstable, it's out of ammunition. Now we've got to determine whether or not it blows up. And what is it? A 1, 2 or 3 it blows up?
1 to 3 on D6. It's a classic Games Workshop roll. 50% chance of something happening. Here we go.
Ah! Yes, same outcome. One more reprieve. It's the last minute. No, you're not going to be executed at dawn. Oh, actually, no, you are.
And that's the end of the movement. I've only got 3 people left, and Will has moved his Goliath gang is basically just closer to me in an extremely threatening manner. I've got 1 person down here, a couple of Escher gangers here, and they're getting closer. And really, I'd just be sitting there quivering in my spiky boots. So, Will, one of you guys, the guy who was seriously injured before, unfortunately, he just expired from his wounds. I say unfortunately, but actually I mean, yay!
Crawled back here into the rubble and died.
Yeah.
No one will miss him, really. Grendel was a bit of a dickhead.
But we both bottled out. You just rolled a 6 on the bottle test.
6 on the bottle test. Because of him,
well,
failed it.
It's going to be interesting next turn when we all roll our cool tests.
A whole lot of dice as a result of that failure.
What do you mean? It's a Games Workshop game. Of course we roll a lot of dice all the time, continually, at every phase. What are you talking about? Will has just used a brutal charge card. Ooh, nasty. And he's come charging around this corner and going, wah! Gave him some extra move and charged into this area. And really, it's all over for the Escher gang at this point, isn't it?
She's about to get renderized.
She's not much of a leader. She's just sort of been cowering behind this barricade most of the game. And now they're all coming in and, oh, it's a mess. It's horrible.
So it's melee. So weapon skill is 3+. That's a 2.
Any modifiers to this, by the way?
That'd be a miss. Oh, yes. My attacks characteristic is increased by 1.
Because of the brutal charge card.
So I get
hold on. Any other modifiers?
I get 2 attacks anyway.
2 attacks? What?
2 attacks, I get 3 attacks.
What?
It's fine with one of them hit. +1 for the charge, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another hit.
Oh, God.
That's 2 hits. And they are strength. Oh, strength +2, so that's strength 6.
Right, with the toughness of 3.
So that's double, so I need 2+.
Yep.
2 hits at 2+, and that's 2 hits.
Oh,
and I've got
dear.
-1 armor piercing.
Yes, I've got armor of 6.
Right, so you need to roll a 7.
Nope.
And I've got pulverized, so now let's roll injury roll. Damage 2.
Damage 2.
Yep, so that's 2 injury rolls, right?
It is. Here we go. Give me the.
Oh, that's death. And
That's
serious
death
injury.
and a serious injury. I think that's pretty much all over for Zoran. Oh look, this is just a farce.
Surely,
dying like flies.
Okay, you've got to make a cool test now because someone's just been renderized before you.
I am. It's my leader. She's got quite a lot of cool. Oh, it's only 8+. She's not that cool.
She's not very cool at all. She's seriously uncool. She's been wearing flares since. Oh,
No,
she's
9.
failed.
That's fine. No, that's succeed.
So, having suffered violent evisceration and
Marika got killed there. Oh no, it wasn't Marika. It was someone else. I don't know. I'm losing track of them all. She's dying so quickly.
She got renderized anyway. This one's come running around the corner and is shooting a, what is it, a las pistol or something?
Las gun.
Las gun.
It's better than a las pistol. Las gun. It's
Las
short
gun.
range, +1. She's got 4+. She needs 3+.
Okay, go for it.
That, my friend,
That's
is
a
a
hit.
hit, and it's no ammo roll, which is excellent. So that does. It's got a strength of 3. 3.
My toughness is 4, and I've got furnace plates as well.
You know, it's kind of tough hitting you guys. My las pistols and guns are pretty wimpy.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's 3 against 4. So what's that? That's a 5+ to wound. That's the wrong dice.
No,
Oh,
it's a failure.
God, it's hopeless.
Not only have your tactics been rubbish, but your rolling has been an
Yeah,
utter
next
abomination.
Next time I'm playing Goliath.
Yes, you should do that.
That's tough. Right, Will has brought one of his dudes around there, charged into my leader. Come on, end it. End it. Go on, end
2
it.
weapons and a bonus charge and everything and a +1. So here we go. This one's, oh, these are 3+, that's 4+. That's 2 hits.
Separate
they've got
weapons.
strength 5.
My toughness is 3.
Okay, so that's 3+. I
Wow, your
believe.
strength is just so devastating.
3+ with the Spudjacker. Yes, and 3+ with the Brute Cleaver. That's a hit, and that's got -1 armor penetration.
I'm now rolling
For an injury.
an injury. That's the wrong dice.
The talents of the man. Oh,
dead.
damn it.
Right.
What is that? It's a skull
That's a
token.
skull. That's out of action. I'm dead.
Kill the leader with a massive blow from the, what was that? That was, oh, the Brute Cleaver.
Yeah, I actually have one person left, but that's it. I can see it. It's out. It's on.
Yes, we were just observing that in this kind of terrain, which is very close, narrow corridors, sort of very similar to Space Hulk and Space Crusade and those sorts of games, having very, not that fast, but brutally armoured and heavily manifested close combat
Heavily
weapons.
manifested.
I'm searching for words here. Is a huge advantage over having fast, light people with laser pistols that don't actually do any damage.
Yes, when you're attacking with the laser pistol with strength 3 against toughness of 4, you need a 5+ to wound.
Yeah, so you weren't actually in that fight at all, really. From
No, I
the
wasn't.
turn 1, you lost a couple, and then
I only killed
turn
one.
3,
You killed 5.
killed 1. Well, actually, you didn't even kill him, you just wounded him, he just crawled away and died.
Still, what do you think of the new Necromunda Underhive?
I think it's actually really good.
Yeah?
I enjoyed it a lot. There's still so many processes to go through actually to hit someone and do damage and all that sort of stuff, but now we've got alternating turns, that's good.
That's good.
We've got combined activations, that's good.
Yeah, we don't have Overwatch. We've lost Overwatch, but that's...
But you don't need it when you've got combined activations.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a really fun game. I enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to playing the 3D version because I think that will even some of this imbalance between these two squads out at least. If you've
Yes,
got,
because Escher will be able to get up in towers.
yeah, you'll be
and
able.
sniper work.
That's
and that
right.
kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit more distance.
Yeah.
3 dimensions does add a lot of distance.
It is, but I think it's good. They've done some streamlining, and we probably won't end up going back to the old Necromunda rules. We'll probably stick with these new ones.
Yeah, I'd say so. Well, we might dig out the terrain.
Oh god, yeah, we'll definitely be using this.
Could you use the old figures? Could you convert those in any way?
You could. Games Workshop will be probably redoing all the old gangs, and they'll probably be quite attractive.
That would be a really good idea if Games Workshop did bring out cards for the old gangs from the original Necromunda.
Oh, they're definitely going to.
They are? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that'd be good.
Delark, as I've always said, I like Delark. That's my favourite gang, and they're going to redo them all for sure. So, yeah, which is kind of sad because you're tempted by the new figures and then you find your lovely old gang, which you've had for like 30 years or something, doesn't get used anymore. It's kind of a shame. And that's Necromunda Necromunda Underhive. Necromunda Underhive.
You will go to the Underhive for brutal gang warfare in the 41st millennium.
Hope you enjoyed this battle report. Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Peter. It was a very fun game. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was a lot of fun. And don't forget, folks, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy the other videos from the Esoteric Order of Gamers, if you enjoy the rule summaries that I make and all the other stuff, please go along to orderofgamers.com, the Esoteric Order of Gamers. Hit the button that says support the Esoteric Order of Gamers and subscribe. Sign up and become an official member. And that helps me make more of this kind of stuff.
It does
Thanks very much for watching.
Thank you for playing, Peter, and we'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.